Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
So, TIFF is about to start. You've got My Awkward Sexual Adventure at the film festival. Can you tell us a little bit about the film?
It is about a kind of tightly wound accountant who does a deal with a stripper played by me, obviously stripper with a heart of gold, and my character is not very good with finances, so we make this deal where I will help him get better in the bedroom if he helps me organize my money issues.
Amazing. So, did you actually have to take lessons to learn how to dance?
You know what? I went to this place in LA called the S Factor, which is this, I would say it's like a stripper size thing where it's an exercise workout, but you learn to pole dance, and it's really interesting. It's very women empowered. It's only women, obviously, and it's kind of, they put the lights down low, and everybody brings outfits and stuff, and you have to do these routines. And anyways, I went and I learned a few moves. I like the names for the moves that I learned. I haven't thought about it in a while now, but there was one when I was showing Jonas how I was gonna do a lap dance. I'm like, well, there's the chest circles, that's what they call them, chest circles, and then there's the what was it? Oh, the bum grind. Oh, this is getting bad. Yeah, they have all these kind of names for things. But yeah, so I learned how to do that. I did try some pole stuff. Thank God I didn't have to do any pole stuff in the movie, because that's hard. Like, it takes a lot of upper body strength.
That's amazing. Is it odd dancing in front of the crew on set?
Thankfully, I didn't have to do a lot of it.
That's good.
And what I had to do was very, very well choreographed.
Right.
So, I mean, it's all a bit relative. If it's odd dancing in front of the crew, it's definitely odd having sex in front of the crew. And we did a lot of odd and awkward things in the movie that were appropriately awkward when we were shooting them, and it became some of the funniest times of my life.
Well, that's the other interesting thing, is I've heard that, people have described it as fairly educational.
Yeah, I read that and I was like,
I thought that was really
good. Yeah. You know what? It was a bit of an education for me as well. When we did the bondage scene, our props guy happened to have a vast knowledge of S&M, and he had all these toys, and he'd actually written a book on it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he had really wanted to do the movie and like pitched himself for it. And anyway, so he taught us a lot of things, like how there's a specific way to whip someone that you don't get actually burst blood vessels and stuff, which Jonas had to learn.
Wow. That's intense. That's very cool. Did you learn anything yourself?
I did learn that certain people shouldn't wear leather vests like anyone. When I saw Jonas in his little bondage outfit, that was maybe the funniest day of my life. But did I learn any, like, we did that dirty talk scene. I think I learned about things I might like that I maybe didn't know that I liked.
Very cool.
Yeah, so, okay, yeah, it was educational.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, then, I have to ask, I mean, it seems like there's a lot of films right now and a lot of talk. I mean, sexuality seems to be kind of not just cool, but kind of hip, it's actually people are opening up about it.
Yeah, I mean, 50 Shades of Grey, mommy porn, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? I wonder if it has a lot to do with internet, Facebook,
Right.
social networking, because it's, I think, a time when it's so easy to, let's say, have an affair or
Right.
contact somebody that you wouldn't normally. But before these social networking sites, if you wanted to do anything that risky, you would have to call the person.
Right.
And like, who's gonna do that and start talking like dirty them? It's just, it feels like it's an easier way in now for
Right.
people to start a little sexed here and then, a little joke, and it's a slippery slope.
Right.
And so it goes further. So I think that's my theory, is that social networking sites has opened up this this discussion on it,
Right.
and making people now these books like 50 Shades of Grey, people are coming out of the closet about it. I think they've been hiding behind their Facebook pages for a little while, and now people are like, yeah, I like mommy
cool.
porn. Yeah.
That's cool. Well then, on to TIFF. I mean, this is a huge party every year. You've been to TIFF before, though, I think.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's it like coming back? You know, there's a lot of cool things to see and do. Do you have any highlights that you're looking forward to?
Well, my first highlight is always seeing my filmmaker friends here,
Right.
and getting to see their movies. And I mean, this might sound like a plug, but it's really not. That the thing I'm most looking forward to is seeing this movie with an audience, because, like you said, I've had a lot of films at TIFF, but this one feels really special to me in that it wasn't something I expected to go to TIFF to. You don't think of something like My Awkward Sexual Adventure as a festival film, right? And I think what's really cool is that it was programmed here. It's a sex comedy. It's hilarious, and that's not usually what you think of at festivals. So I'm really proud of the movie. So
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, last thing I wanted to find out is, did you have any cool experiences on set other than that? I mean, was there anything that really taught you anything, or you learned from, or?
Yeah, it was actually pretty big for me, and I'm shaking my head like this because I feel like it's not the kind of film you would expect to have the profound experience that I felt I had, which was right before I shot this movie. I was kind of at a place where I didn't know if I wanted to act anymore, and then I worked with Sean, who directed this movie, and I did the movie because I had seen other work of his, and I wanted to work with him, but it was going to be my last thing. And he made me love acting again and decide. I just feel like he has a respect for acting that I'd lost. I felt, I guess maybe being in LA too, a lot of the time I feel ashamed of saying, when people are like, what do you do? I'm ashamed to say I'm an actor because everybody is an actor, and if you're an actor in LA and people don't know you, then you're not really an actor. And so I guess there's a lot of things came of it, but he really made me feel like I love it again. So,
That's very cool.
It was very cool, and I feel like it's a weird experience to have on a movie like this that we had so much fun making.
Right.
But I hadn't had like fun like that making a movie before. So it was really great. Yeah.
That's very cool. Well, thank you very much. I hope you have a great festival.
Thank you. You too.